Hey guys, welcome to What If Deku Had the Byakugan Part 2. So, before I even start the video, I need to point out a problem that I had with Part 1. I said that Deku was knocked out after using the Byakugan against the sludge villain. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out because that's pretty stupid. Because he's had his quirk for like all of his life now, so that'd be pretty stupid if he was knocked out every time he used his quirk. But anyways, let's get on with the what if. Picking right up from where we left off in part 1, All Might says, "Don't worry, young man. Why? Because I am here." All Might prepared to do a Detroit smash on the sludge villain when he noticed that Deku was standing there mostly unscathed with the villain knocked out on the ground. All Might asked, "Young man, did you take this villain out all on your own?" "Yes, sir, All Might," Deku answered nervously. "What's your quirk and what can you do?" All Might asked. "My quirk is called Byakugan. It lets me see the life force energy called chakra that powers quirks. I can mold my chakra into my hands and hit chakra points in other people to shut down their quirk. I can also see extremely far. I can see through pretty much anything. I also have lightning time perception. And I almost have a 360-degree field of vision. I can also emit chakra from every chakra point in my body and spin, forming a protective shell around me," Deku says. All Might congratulates Deku on having such a great quirk as he bottles up the sludge villain. Right before All Might jumps away, Deku stops All Might and asks him if he can become a great hero. All Might responds, "Of course you can with that amazing quirk of yours. With the right training, you can easily become a top hero." Deku smiles and asks for his autograph. After Deku's conversation with All Might, he started walking home. But before he could even attempt to leave the building, he heard a huge boom and saw large flames coming from a nearby building. So he walked over there, and he was surprised to see that the sludge villain that he had just taken out was attacking Bakugo. And then he realized that during his conversation with All Might, the sludge villain had snuck out of the Coke bottles and gotten down into the sewers again and attacked his friend Bakugo. After Deku realized that it was his fault that his friend was being attacked by this villain, he instantly activated his Byakugan and rushed towards the villain. As Deku was rushing towards the sludge villain to save Bakugo, he screamed out, "Bakugo! 8 trigrams explosion palm!" You may be wondering, what is the 8 trigrams explosion palm? Well, this is actually a cooperation technique that Bakugo and Deku developed when they were kids to use when they were pro heroes. So Bakugo started charging up a huge explosion as Deku started using his 8 trigram 64 palms technique. And what this was supposed to do is simultaneously weaken the sludge villain's quirk while also slowly forcing him out and heating him up and burning him using Bakugo's explosions. Might had already gone over his time limit from his conversation with Deku, but seeing Deku and Bakugo desperately trying to defeat this villain inspired All Might to buff back up and push beyond his limits and literally go plus ultra. All Might charges up a punch and blows the sludge villain away with the sheer force of his Detroit smash. As Deku is walking home, All Might stops him and tells him that if he really does want to become the top hero, then he should meet him at the beach tomorrow. At the beach, All Might tells Deku to clean up all the trash on the beach to get Deku in better condition for One For All. But Deku already was in pretty good condition because of his training that he'd done on his own to master the Gentle Fist. So instead of taking him so long to do that, it only took him about a month to clean up It only took him about a month to clean up all the trash on the beach. So in this timeline, Deku got One For All way earlier. Pretty early on in Deku's training for the UA entrance exams, All Might notices that Deku's harming himself by using One For All. So he tells Deku to spread One For All's power throughout his entire body without using too much so that he doesn't overload himself. But he tells Deku to spread One For All throughout his entire body so that he won't hurt himself. And Deku, in turn, develops full cowling pretty early on in the anime. Deku tries out full cowling, and he notices that he has a significant speed and strength boost, as well as an enhanced byakugan. Here we fast forward a few months, and we see that Deku has become quite comfortable with full cowling, and now he's going to start his byakugan training with All Might. During this training, Deku activated full cowling, and one day he decided to use the gentle fist while using full cowling. And he decided to put more power into this gentle fist than usual. So, out of nowhere, this chakra started appearing out of his hand in the shape of a lion. And he decided to start attacking All Might with this, and it actually started pushing All Might to a degree, not like to his limits or anything, but All Might was surprised when he saw that Deku actually was putting up this much of a fight. At this point, Deku still isn't anywhere near All Might's level of power, but if Deku hit All Might with his twin lion fist, All Might would be down for a while. So Deku did a maneuver where he jumped over All Might and then immediately released all the chakra from the twin lion fist toward his face. Now Deku doesn't know this yet, but he just created one of his most useful jutsus, called the 8 trigrams air palm or the 8 trigrams vacuum palm. And yeah, it was a pretty weak version of it, but it was still like a prototype version, and Deku still has 7 months of training to do before the UA entrance exams. So he could probably amp this up to a pretty high level, to the point where his 8 trigrams vacuum pump could actually hurt someone. All Might has been pushing Deku to his limits with his strength and speed training right now. So where we are right now, it's the UA entrance exams are coming up, and Deku can use around 10% of One For All now. So he's already stronger than how he is currently at the end of the anime. So that should give you some perspective on how strong Deku is right now in the story. I'll be ending the video right now, so please like, comment, and subscribe if you want a part 3, and thanks for watching.